If you're in the first 4 months of drinking mate, choosing the right yerba is extremely important because you're not yet adapted to the smoky and bitter flavors found in many of them. But there are hundreds of different brands out there and it's hard to find the best ones on your own, so now I brought you my top 5 yerbas for beginners and I rate them on a scale from 1 to 5 for taste intensity, bitterness, caffeine strength and difficulty of preparation, and I'll also tell you the best way to prepare each of them, so stick around until the end to be able to make the best choice possible. Let's start with the big one, Playadito, one of the most popular brands both in Argentina and worldwide, and you will never guess, but it tastes like peanuts or peanut butter. How's that possible? Well, Playadito is an unsmoked yerba, so it's free of robust, bitter and obviously smoky flavors. When you infuse it with 70 degrees Celsius water, it releases a very nice taste that is pleasantly bitter for beginners, and after drinking it a few times they end up perceiving it sweet due to acquired taste. I give it a 3 out of 5 for intensity and 3 out of 5 for bitterness. I also give it a 3 out of 5 for caffeine strength. I recommend no more than 3 refills of it when you drink it for the first time. Playadito is also coarsely cut, so it will not clog your bombilla, but you still have to pay attention how you prepare it, so it gets a 3 out of 5 for difficulty. It's pretty much the standard for Argentinian yerba and a very solid choice for all beginners. Its downsides are that people tend to get bored with its generic taste after a while and that it loses flavor after relatively few refills. Moving on to the next, Coarse Organica. Another very famous Argentinian brand that is certified organic, and it is overall a more natural take on yerba mate. And no joke, it tastes like vanilla if you prepare it the right way. In most cases though, it gives you a very grassy and woody flavor with just a very mild green tea-like bitterness, because this yerba is also free of smoke. Drink it between 65 and 70 degrees Celsius for the best taste and to unlock that amazing vanilla flavor, but this is a yerba that allows you to go below 60 degrees Celsius and still get a good taste, so it's also for people who can't stand very hot drinks. Overall, it gets 2 out of 5 for intensity and a 2 out of 5 for bitterness. Coarse has a mild caffeine effect, like a 2 out of 5, but it improves focus very quickly, so much that it is the yerba that I drink during exams to this day. It has a coarse cut like Playadito, so it gets a 3 out of 5 for preparation difficulty as well. I think Coarse is an amazing starter yerba and it tastes so special you can't get bored with it. Its downsides are that it's a little more expensive than the others and sometimes it just won't give you that desired vanilla taste. If you know a little more about yerba mate, you must be screaming right now because the first one on my list is Pajarito. A Paraguayan yerba, one of the most brutally smoky and bitter ones that I assure you will not want to drink in your first 2 years of mate. Unless you make it as tereré. What does that mean? It means infusing mate in a cold liquid like water, lemonade or fruit juice. You can use any yerba to prepare it, but Pajarito is among the best ones precisely because it is so strong that it extracts well enough flavor in cold liquids too to be delicious. It feels creamy and slightly smoky in iced water and gives a depth and complexity to fruit juices, and if that wasn't enough, the brand Pajarito makes some flavored variants like lemon mint which are all great. Pajarito as Tereré is a 1 out of 5 for both intensity and bitterness. Its effect is a very nice slight refresh, a 1 out of 5 for caffeine strength. Its preparation is much simpler too. You can infuse all the yerba without building a mountain, and there is no need to mess with getting hot water each time. The only thing is to have your liquid very cold for the best taste. 1 out of 5 for difficulty of preparation. I think Tereré might be an even better way to start drinking mate than preparing it hot. Pajarito's downsides in particular are that it is smoked, which might turn some people off, and that it really should not be prepared hot as a beginner, so it's kinda not so flexible. Speaking of flexibility, next up I brought you one of the most versatile brands on the market, Mate. They make a variety of yerbas blended with different herbs and they are very delicious both hot and cold. By the way, when I say a yerba, here it means one particular variety the brand makes. So I tried almost all the Mate yerbas and here's what I found out. All of them are amazing as tereré. The blue one, for example, is blended with mint, pennyroyal, eucalyptus, coriander and chamomile. 1 out of 5 for intensity, 1 out of 5 for bitterness. Literally the most beginner-friendly mate you can make. If you wanna drink them hot though, you should either choose the white, the green or the blue one. The pink and the yellow ones have some rather extreme tasting herbs in the mix. The brand also has pure yerbas, but those are on the smokier side, not quite for beginners. They also have cocoa and orange blends, which I haven't tried, but I've heard many people saying they're not very good. In any case, if you prepare it hot, use 65 to 70 degrees Celsius water and prepare it the traditional way. It will give you a 2 out of 5 caffeine kick and 3 out of 5 difficulty of preparation. If you make it as Tereré though, it's a 1 out of 5 for both. I think that if you buy 2 yerbas when you start, at least one of them should be caffeine because it gives you an introduction to both blended yerbas and good Tereré. Its downsides are that once you get hooked onto pure mate, caffeine will just not give you the same feeling, and that some of them are indeed overwhelmed by the added herbs for the first few refills. Now we've arrived to the big outlier on my list, Sara Extra Suave. Is it unsmoked? No. Is it coarse cut? No, but it's just so delicious and stimulating that it hooks many beginners on the first try. It tastes somehow both creamy, salty, bitter and flowery with barely any smokiness. 5 out of 5 for intensity and 4 out of 5 for bitterness. Its caffeine effect is also much heavier, delivering a deep, energizing and comforting feeling that promotes the flow state of mind. I give it the strength rating of 4 out of 5. The reason why Sara Suave creates such a strong infusion is due to its fine cut, but that makes it likely to clog your bombilla, kicking preparation difficulty up to 5 out of 5 on this list. This yerba also demands a little higher temperature, ranging from 70 up to 75 degrees Celsius for the best taste. I think Sara Suave is a degree further from what people normally call beginner friendly, but if you're towards the end of that 4 months period, or you're a very determined starter like a sportsman seeking performance and recovery boost, Sara will work very good for you. Its downsides are the intense taste, which might still be too much for most first timers, and the difficult preparation. If you want to know how to prepare these mates perfectly, you should watch my video on that. You can see it in the top right corner or at the end screen. If you know anyone who's thinking about starting yerba mate, make sure to send them this video to save them from the most bitter experiences. Thanks for watching and see you in the Mateverse.